We just explored a few text functions, and now I'm going to present an example from a real life situation. Imagine that you've got a list of words, terms, and then you want to classify them in volumes. So imagine that you're creating a dictionary and you've got 2 volumes. All words from A to L are going to volume 1, and from M to Z to volume 2. And you want something that is going to calculate automatically and classify each word to the corresponding volume. So you start with a function. If you say if the first character from the left is less than M, so if the first character from the left of A2 is less than M, is going to be volume 1, or else is going to be volume 2. Then I click OK, and then I've got exactly what I wanted. Now imagine that you want to know whether a word starts with a capital letter or a lowercase letter. This example is a bit complicated, so take your time with this video and you can rewatch it as many times as you want, and you can stop and pause as many times as you want. It is rather complicated. So we start with the if. So if the solution I have come up with for this problem is the following. I'm going to extract the ASCII number of the first of each word. So this is the ASCII table, and the capital A, so the ASCII number for capital A is 65, capital Z is 90. So if the ASCII code number is between 65 and 90, then the letter is a capital. If the code number is from 97 to 122, it's a lowercase, or else it's not a letter. So in order to say from 65 to 90, we need the AND conditional operator. If code of A2 is greater or equal to 65, and semicolon for the second condition, code of A2 is less than or equal to 90, then it's a capital letter, or else. So we need a second if. We copy the whole thing. If the code is from 97 to 122, then we have to come here. What is going to happen? Where it's going to be a lowercase, or else it's going to be not a letter. And we've got lowercase here and capital letters here. Again, I'm going to present the whole thing. So if this is true, so if these conditions are true, so if the code number of A2 the code function takes the first character, so we do not need the left text function, we just take code directly. So if the code of the first character of A2 is greater than or equal to 65 and lower or equal to 90, then it's a capital letter. Or else, if the code of A2 is from 97, so greater than or equal to 97 and less or equal to 122, it's a lowercase. Or else, well, it's not a letter. And now we've got exactly what I wanted. So if I have something like this, of course here you see that 1, so this is going to the volume 1. Why is that? Because in the ASCII table the number 4 comes before M. So if it comes before M, it's going to be volume 1, and the proof is here. So the code number for 1 is 49 and for A is 97, so 48 is less than M here, so it's going to be in volume 1. And then I found a new solution for this problem, which is a bit more complicated. So I'm going to take the going back here. What I can say here is, if the first letter of the word is a letter, the first character is a letter, and the ASCII number is less than 97, so it's going to be here. So less than 97, we have all of this. So we have two criteria. First of all, less than 97, and it has to be a letter. So it's going to be a capital, or else it's going to be a lowercase. I'm going to see that we need more conditions, so I'm going to present them later. So if now I have to find a way to say if the first character is a letter. What I can say is I can use the function type So this is how it works. If type of something is 1, it's a number. If type of something is 2, is a text. 4 is Boolean, etc. So if the type of the first character is is 2, and so we need the and here, the code of A2 is less than 97, which is true because B, well, that's not possible, so there is a tiny mistake, of course. So there you go. One parenthesis can make the whole difference. If this happens, it's a capital letter, which is false for the time being, or else if, and then we take the whole thing again. Oh, sorry, it's capital, or else it's going to be a lowercase. Okay. And we've got exactly what we needed. Of course, for this word, this is what is going to happen. It's going to be a capital. And now let's try to find out why. Well, the thing is, normally the first character of A9 is not a letter. So the end is negated, so it cannot be a capital, so it's going to be a lowercase. However, this is not the case because we've got capital. What happens is, when we use the left function to extract a character from a string of text, the result is always, what comes back is always a string, a text. So the left A9 here is going to be 4, but 4 is not going to be considered as a number but as a text. So we can, instead of saying left A9, we can ask for the type of the whole word, of the whole cell here. So we can do this. There you go. So if the type of A9 is 2, this is not the case, so it cannot be a capital, it's going to be a lowercase. So we're going to here. So we have resolved one problem, which is this. So 4 is no longer considered a text. However, it's not a lowercase, so we need to work more on our condition. What we can do here is, so if it's type to code less than 97, it's a capital, or else if the type of A9 is not 2, but in order to say not 2, this doesn't work, so we have to negate by using not. So in order to say type A9 is not 2, we have to envelop, so you have to use the whole expression within not function. If that happens, then it's not a letter, or else it's going to be a lowercase. And there you go. So let's see it again. I said I've warned you that this is a bit complicated. So if the type of the word of the cell, of the content, of the cell content is 2, so if this is a word with letters and the code, so the ASCII number of the first character is less than 97, this is not the case here, so it's going to be capital. So this is not the case. Then if the type of A9 is not 2, which is the case, this is going to say not a letter, or else is going to be lowercase, which is our case. So this is our example.